Hi, today I'm going to show you how to change out a boom on a V222 by WL Toys. Okay, I've ordered a full boom kit. This is counterclockwise. I actually need it clockwise, but I'm going to show you how to deal with that with the least amount of work. And here is the V222. Okay, as you can see, I broke one of the beams or the booms, so we're going to switch that out today. First is to remove the cover. And because this one has lights built in, you need to remove each of the plugs for the lights so you can get the cover off. Okay, and those are the plugs closest to the corner, which will represent the lights. Once you've gotten that off, you can now work on the rest of the quadcopter. Okay, as you see here, I've broken this pretty good. So the next step I need to do is unplug the boom lights and then the actual motor itself, which is the inside-most plug. Okay, I've now disconnected everything on here. Now I've broken this really close to the frame, which is going to make it difficult to pull out, but that's where a pair of pliers comes into handy, like so. So I'm just going to grab it as close as I can. I'm not too worried about salvaging the wire for this one. However, I do want to keep the lights. So just make sure that light wire is out of the way and isn't going to get snagged. I'm going to grasp the carbon fiber rod. I'm just going to pull it straight out. Just like that. Okay, and I was actually able to salvage the wire for that one too. Now, because this boom replacement is a counterclockwise and this is a clockwise, which I need to replace, the motors themselves are wired differently, and if you look, they have different colored wire. One's a blue and red and one's a white and blue. Okay, you could just switch out the motors and do all that, change out the propeller, but it's a bit of a pain to do that. So I'm going to quickly just swipe out the whole housing, because the motor housing that was on the quadcopter is not broken. Okay, what you do take here is a small flat tip screwdriver and just put it right behind the motor housing, or the motor itself, and pry off the motor housing. Okay, disconnect the motor from its extension, and then you can pull the motor housing right off. So this is our garbage boom. I'm just going to get rid of that. Place that down, take the brand new piece, do the same thing. Just going to get the screwdriver in behind the motor, pry back, get the housing off, then disconnect the motor from the extension, pull it right off. There we go. Taking the new boom, the old motor and motor housing, slide it right back onto the new boom. Reconnect that. Okay, there's a little spot right inside the motor housing there to hold that whole assembly, connector assembly. Tuck it in there. Reconnect it. Now, these lights are going to be the wrong color light, just based on the part that I ordered. The front is red, and the backs are always multicolored pulsing. So I will have to switch those around at a later date. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. So I've got the motor on the new boom. Make sure your wire here, before you plug it back into the housing or the frame of the quadcopter, is along the top. Try and get all the twists out. Doesn't have a lot of wiggle room in there, so if you have a twist, it can sometimes snag and tear the wire. Once you have that done, just simply place the boom back in, ensuring the wire gets into its little groove. Push it all the way in until it stops, and it's good to go. Now, all you have to do is hook up your wires. Okay, the one closest to the corner is your tail light. The middle one is your boom light, and the inner one is your motor. So this top lead coming off the boom goes to the motor. Just line that up correctly. You'll notice it's pretty tight sometimes to plug these in. Done. Then my boom. And then I will replace the canopy and its lights. I've placed a bit of Velcro on this canopy to hold it down, just because I found taking it on and off with the lights in the way, the canopy always didn't grab. This way it doesn't fall off during flight and tear your lights off. Okay, so that's it. And that is how to easily and quickly replace a boom on a V222.